The message from your angels to you is brought to you today by the Archangel Uriel and tells you, do not ignore what is happening to you. My beloved, something is happening to you, something you are ignoring. You are receiving this message because you really need to pay attention to the transformation process you are going through. This process is beautiful, but you have found yourself in that process with many fears and many things to face. In this special message that comes with light directly to your being, you must pay attention and open both your mind and your heart to absorb and find the real essence that dwells in you and achieve changes in your life. That is why, staying until the end, you will discover why this message was really for you and how much you needed it. Also take advantage of the final advice to take your first big step. That is why you are receiving this message today for your sake, because you need to understand your fears and how they are influencing you. Your fears take various forms in your mind, leading you to believe in a distorted version of yourself. They convince you that you are an imperfect being, full of flaws. They make you believe that you are not even entitled to abundance or prosperity. But it's not the truth, it's not the truth. It is only a false story that your fears tell you, and you should not believe it. That false story can become anchored in your mind to the point of influencing your daily actions and the way you relate to the world. And so, deluded by fear, you think you don't have good luck. That others do, but you don't. You compare yourself to others. You compare yourself to others and always assume that you are losing out. You end up doubting the arrival of abundance, and little by little you feel more and more disconnected from your being. When that happens, you think you can't handle it all, that you are carrying too much. You think, therefore, that you are in a lower category than others, that you are worth less. But that is just a false story told to you by your fears and lack of confidence. Realize that you are a divine creation, and, therefore, you are perfect just as you are. Those fears and those thoughts constantly harm you because they make you even doubt your divine nature, as if God, the universe, had made some mistake with you. But that is not so, my beloved. You are a unique and wonderful creation, with a purpose, with a divine mission. I know that this feeling of being different or inferior affects you in all areas of your existence, from your relationships with other people to your work and family environment. You assume the role of inferiority, and you project it. But that has to stop. You have to stop doing that. Because when you treat yourself as inferior, you are also allowing others to cut you out of important family decisions, to disregard you as they should. You must realize that your opinion is essential, that it is valuable. Now and before we continue, I invite you to subscribe and share our channel. Your support helps us to create more valuable content for you. Thank you always. Stop thinking that being different is a bad thing. Because it's not. It's a wonderful thing. You are important, you are valuable, and you are perfect. You are learning, you are evolving, nobody comes to this life knowing everything they have to do and how to do it. Trust yourself a little more and don't be so demanding with yourself. It is possible that, at some point, you have questioned your divine nature. You may have wondered if you are different and not connected to the divine like other souls. In your search for answers, you may have looked in the wrong direction, looking outward instead of inward. The root of your fears and misperceptions lies in the fear you have of looking inside yourself, of looking at what is happening there. That is why I share this message with you, so that you truly understand that you are a divine creation and that when you doubt yourself you are doubting divinity itself. If you have maintained all your life the false belief that you are not important, then you have to know that you have built your life on false foundations, erected by your fears, insecurities, and disconnection from your being. Society, the environment, and your own erroneous beliefs, fed by your ego, have led you to graduate with honors in negative subjects, making you an expert in sadness, complaining, and judgment. You have seen yourself as a victim, convinced that you are destined for a life of failure and misfortune. But that's just part of the false story that fears and negative thoughts tell you. So, I want you to understand that all that fear, all that suffering, is leading you down a path that is not the one you want, is not the one you want, and is not the one you need. And now, if you look back for a moment, do you really think it was worth all that suffering? You have built a wrong idea of yourself, but luckily you are now in time to create something new. To undo all those fears and build on what you really are, a divine creation. You must shed that false I that is insecure, fear-filled, cowed by challenges and doesn't feel worthy of the blessings of the universe. But the universe has many blessings in store for you. Now you just need to truly and wholeheartedly feel deserving of those blessings. Throughout this erroneous construction of yourself, you have carried on an internal struggle, allowing yourself to be humiliated, losing faith, and feeling unworthy of receiving the good that life has to offer. This false I has become a constant presence in your life, governing your decisions, your actions, and your relationships. However, the good news is that you can change this wrong course. It all comes down to opening the door and allowing that false I to leave, to go where it belongs, and you are left with your authentic I. Releasing the false I also involves letting go of all those labels you put on yourself, and all those false beliefs about yourself. You must stop identifying with the limitations you have imposed on yourself and start living from authenticity. Therefore, you have to realize that something is happening inside of you, that your authentic self is calling you. You have to put aside once and for all those comparisons with others, and recognize that you have value for who you are. You will stay connected to divinity, because it is where it comes from. In it you live. In it you are. That divinity lies within you, patiently waiting for you to discover it and embrace it with all your being. The divinity that resides in your heart offers you unconditional love and guidance. Embracing this connection gives you the strength and wisdom to overcome obstacles and live from the truth of your being. Hold the connection to the divine now, from this moment on, and do not let go. Because that connection will allow you to cultivate a positive mindset, a mindset of abundance. You have to realize that some aspects of you, of your thoughts, were leading you down a path that was not the one you wanted, that is not the one you deserve. That is why today more than ever I invite you to recognize that God lives in you, and from that truth you can reprogram your mind to focus on the positive, on your strengths and the unlimited possibilities that the universe has to offer you. Let go of the scarcity mentality and adopt a perspective of abundance and prosperity. Something is going on inside of you and you somehow already knew about it, but maybe you were ignoring it. This message comes to you to make you realize that it is important to listen to your intuition when it speaks to you. Now I ask you, are you willing to tune your mind to the melody of success and allow prosperity to flow to you? Today I have left in the description a powerful tool that will help you and bring you closer to your happiness, peace, and tranquility. I invite you to get to know it. Be proactive and open the doors to a future where success and prosperity are your daily reality. Do not underestimate the power of now. The opportunity you have today to change your life will never present itself in the same way again. Act today. Go for the description and create the tomorrow you deserve. Remember also that by sharing all this valuable information, you attract more blessings into your life, and this is an absolute reality. Blessings forever.